Hello there, welcome back. Today we're going to be learning how to actually play both hands at the same time. Now we're not going to start off very hard. We're going to start off with the C major scale. I've been doing some videos on the different scales and sharps and flats and things. Well, not flats yet, but either way. So today what we're going to do though is we're going to put both hands together starting with the C major scale. Because before you can really start playing a piece, you're going to have to kind of start learning how the hands work together. That's the hardest thing about piano, is getting both sides of your brain to separate enough to play different things. So we're starting off easy and doing the same thing, but with different fingers. All right, now we're going to play the C major scale. So what we're going to do is, if you remember, with your left hand, you're going to put your fifth finger on C and your first finger on G. In the right hand, you're going to put your first finger on C and your fifth finger on G. Notice how my fingers are falling naturally in the middle there on D, E, and F. Now, you don't want to leave your hands like this. You want to pretend you've got like a ball or a computer mouse under your hand and lift up. That way you're going to be able to play these notes and these keys a lot more easily. Now in the right hand, if you remember, that goes and in the left hand, so when playing together, we're going to start at the same point, we're going to end at the same point, but we're using different fingers at the same time. So watch closely. Okay, I started off on the fifth in the left and the first in the right. And notice when I cross over with that third finger in each hand. If you want to get fancy with it, you start them both on the same C. But you really ought to start with them separate like this, because when you play your pieces, the simple ones, you're not going to start with your hands crossed and bumping into each other. Actually, bumping into each other is the last thing you want when you're playing the piano. The reality is you really want them to stay in their own lane, because if you're going to be playing both hands, you need to be able to work them where they don't bang into each other, because then you're going to mess up the music, really. So, for example, okay, I made the last bit up, but you get the point. My left hand was doing one thing, my right hand was doing another. That was just an example of using both hands at the same time. The main thing here is to practice your C major scale using both the left hand and the right, going from bass to treble, back to bass, going left to right, But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions about the C major scale or using both hands at the same time, just let me know down in the comments, and I read all the comments, and I'll hopefully answer your question as best I can. But otherwise, I will see you in the next one.